What's up, you guys? I just got done reading One Piece manga chapter 845, and in this video I will be talking about chapters 843 and 844 as well, because I forgot to do a video last week. So let's just get into this review. For starters, I think that Cracker's siblings are delusional if they think that they can actually beat Luffy and not be anywhere near commander level. Granted, there are a few caveats here. One, it's a whole enraged army of them versus Luffy. 2, Luffy just expended most of his energy fighting Cracker. And 3, Luffy just took another serious beating from Sanji. Now, for Cracker's fight with Luffy, we have to consider that Cracker's use of his Devil Fruit abilities allowed him to go the distance of the fight with Luffy. And Cracker's Devil Fruit ability allowed him to produce almost limitless amounts of biscuit clones and soldiers, and Cracker's use of Haki was very, very strong. Even stronger than a lot of people that Luffy met, and Luffy admitted that himself. Now, Luffy would never have been able to pull out a win in that fight, in my opinion, if it wasn't for Nami and her weather-based abilities weakening Cracker's Devil Fruit abilities and giving Luffy the advantage. Also, this fight would not have been over if Cracker had a higher pain tolerance, because even Cracker himself admitted that he had a very low pain tolerance and pain threshold himself. Now, this would probably be a different case with Bobbin and all the other high-ranking members of Big Mom's crew and Big Mom's family coming after Luffy. Now, me personally, I thought that Bobbin was one of the commanders, and I thought that would have been pretty darn interesting because Bobbin was just really chill around Big Mom. He's not fearful of her like all the other people are, and like some of her own other children are. Bobbin literally was chill. Even when she was upset, he was calm, cool, and collected. And to see that Bobbin and the rest of the enraged army is going to go after Luffy is one thing. Also, in my personal opinion, I think that is kind of a cheap tactic. You beat a commander, the whole enraged army, and Big Mom's weather-based abilities are going to come after you and take you down. But it also begs the question, how did Mag Monk Rogue escape this? Because we see him perfectly fine, or at least bandaged up when Kaido tries to commit suicide. So, did Rogue pay some type of hefty price? Did he manage to just evade Big Mom or escape? Because I don't think that someone like that would get off the hook so easily with defeating or killing one of Big Mom's commanders. Also, props to Rogue for actually being able to do that when a lot of other supernovas are struggling to do so themselves. Also, it begs the question whether the commander that Rogue took down was one of the stronger ones or was the weakest one. So, a lot of people are now placing Rogue up there in supernova ranking, but we still have to beg the question, was this one of the stronger commanders or the weaker commanders? But also with Luffy and Sanji, we can all put down our Luffy versus Sanji signs and, close down those threads. It's not going to happen anytime soon because plot dictates so. I was thinking and was hoping that we would get a no-nonsense type of Luffy. The same type of Luffy that dealt with Sanji and... I mean, not Sanji, but that dealt with Usopp. And the same type of no-nonsense Luffy that says, you know what, I don't care what you say. I don't care if you aren't going to be on my crew. I like you. We're friends. And friends don't give up. The same way that Luffy did so for Usopp. The same way he did for Robin. So, I'm just kind of hard-pressed. But also plot dictated so because Sanji has a lot on the line here. This isn't just his crew that Big Mom is threatening. This is Sanji's father figure. This is Sanji's close loved ones that he cares about that he's threatening. This isn't just the crew who can handle themselves. This is a lot of innocent people as well. And I can see why Sanji had to be a little bit cold. Also, we get to see some of Sanji and Pudding actually bonding and building a connection together and possibly getting married. And I think that, in my opinion, my prediction and my hopeful suggestion is that Pudding becomes one of the Straw Hat crew members. I mean, what's more groundbreaking than having one of the Yonko's daughters on your crew? The connections and the influence that she could wield, and the fact that she's pretty nice-natured. She's pretty kind-hearted in her own way. And it's completely different than other Big Mom's children. Also, I want to really see how Luffy's gonna pull out of this whole fight with the Enraged army, because at the end of 845, he's engaging a good bit of them, and Bobbin is right there. Like, Bobbin is literally right there. I can't wait to see what Bobbin can do, and some of these other names that they was dropping in the Enraged army. Also, I'm kind of disappointed that Big Mom has weather-based powers. It's pretty overpowered in a way. Not only does she have these homies which is infused with people's souls, and not only does she have these shadows that are portions of her soul and all this other stuff and can take away people's lifespans, but she can also control the weather. She can give sentience and life to inanimate objects and other things. It just seems pretty OP, and a lot of people, including myself, was hoping that Monkey D. Dragon had like the weather-based abilities, but also there's still hope, because even in the One Piece universe, similar abilities manifest themselves differently. Like with Aokiji, he has the ability to turn into ice, and with Monette, she was able to turn into snow. So maybe there's different manifestations of weather-based abilities in One Piece. And so just because Big Mom is able to manifest these very powerful storms that can literally annihilate fleets and everything, we shouldn't give up hope that Dragon has weather-based abilities himself. But as far as this chapter, as far as these previous chapters, I don't know. I don't know how Uroge got out of there. Because granted, the amount of resistance Luffy has faced with just Cracker himself, and then the Enraged army coming after him, as well as going through homies. And granted here, Luffy had Nami, who had the Vivre card that contained Big Mom's soul, so most of the homies couldn't even attack her, or Luffy for that matter, so it's kinda, Uroge didn't have many of those caveats that Luffy had. Uroge didn't have, in my opinion, he didn't have the stealth that Luffy had, because I think Big Mom, for the most part, she let Luffy come into her territory just to ensnare Luffy. And I don't know how Uroge managed to do whatever he did. I don't know how he managed to escape this Enraged army. I don't know what price he paid, but they need to elaborate on this, because there's some little plot holes here and there. Also, the alliance between Big Mom and German 66 is going to be a really rocky one in my opinion, because let's be honest, they both really don't care. Big Mom doesn't care, and Judge doesn't care. They don't care about their children's happiness. They just care about building this powerful alliance between the two of them to enhance or further each other's own visions. And I think with Sanji and Pudding, in the future, this will come crashing down. And instead of seeing Luffy versus Big Mom, we're going to be seeing Judge and the Vinsmoke family versus Big Mom instead. And I think that is going to be a heck of a battle. And the Vinsmoke family is going to get pretty much slaughtered, in my opinion. But this is just my interpretation of the previous chapters and the current chapter. Like, share, comment, subscribe. What are your thoughts and predictions for next chapter? Bye.